Welcome to episode 9 of the Unemployed Journeyman with AS Monaco here in the French Ligue 1. And in today's episode, we've got a league game against Toulouse. And then we've got an away game in the Europa League against Brighton in the second leg. And we lost the first leg 1-0. Right, let's get into it, folks. The last time you was with us was for the Europa League quarter-final second leg against Standard Liège, which we drew 1-1. After winning the first leg 5-2, went through 6-3 on aggregate. Then we got absolutely battered by PSG 4-1. Pretty disappointing result as well, considering we went 1-0 up through Abel Ruiz. Since then, we played Brest in the league and won 5-1. It was a fairly convincing win, really. As you can see, Ruiz got a couple of goals. Musa got a penalty. Fofana and Vanderson getting on the score sheet as well. Pretty much total domination, shots on target, XG, possession, passes completed. Everything you look at, we just dominated them in. And to be fair, they are 17th in the league. They look like they're getting relegated. And it was 2-1, I think it was, before they had a player sent off. Yeah, 2-1 before they had a player sent off. And then we scored 3 in the final 17 minutes or so. Then we come up against Brighton in the Europa League semi-final first leg. And we've got Frank Weibel in goal, who's our backup goalkeeper for Europe, who's like 1.5 star current ability with maybe 2-star potential, all because Verbruggen was stupid and went and got himself injured in training. So we lost that game 1-0 against Brighton, and this was the home game as well. It was a fairly even game, to be fair. We dominated possession, but everything else was pretty even. A draw probably would have been the fair result, but a Vandenberg own goal on 36 minutes gave them the win. We was just very uninspiring, quite honestly. We weren't bad, we weren't poor, we was just meh. And that means in today's second game of the episode, we have to go to Brighton and try and turn over a 1-0 deficit if we are going to progress through to the final. In the first episode today, we do have Toulouse, who are 8th in the league. The league don't really mean a great deal. We know we're finishing in the top 4 or even the top 3. It's just whether we finish second or third. Tomorrow's episode will be the final 2 games of the season against Nice away from home and Havre AC at home. One thing I do want to show you is because we've got this issue with non-EU players, and I was having a look through who we have registered as non-EU players and who we haven't. And I'm a bit confused about Brian Espinosa. Now, obviously, he's Mexican, so technically, yes, he is non-EU. However, if we look at his information page and eligibility, it says here that he's trained at Monaco, he's trained in France as well as Mexico. So he is homegrown in nation and homegrown at club, yet somehow he's classed as a non-EU player. Surely if he's homegrown, he would qualify as a homegrown player. I'm really confused. Let me know in the comments if you've got an explanation to that, because that is really confusing me. Also, what confuses me as well is on here it's got negatives. Has no strong feelings about the squad support for the manager, which remains at a good level, right? And then you go over here to favoured personnel, and I'm one of his favoured personnel. So if I'm one of his favoured personnel, how comes he doesn't have strong feelings for the squad support for me? That seems a bit confusing to me anyway. Right, that's all there is to bring you up to speed on for that. The other thing I do want to bring you up to speed on as well is transfers. We have potentially got another incoming transfer to tell you about. Well, it is an incoming transfer. We spent £20 million to AS Roma for Giacomo Carnevale. He is a left back. Chao Enrique, who by the way is Brazilian but is not classed as non-EU. So make that make sense when the Mexican is non-EU. 18-year-old, he is listed as a wonder kid. He has got some really, his physicals are really, really good, especially balance and stamina. He's got 20 for determination, 16 for teamwork, 13 for crossing, which says he can cross a ball. And he will be my first choice left back next season. We'll move Enrique on. And he's 3-star current ability at the moment with 4 to 4.5 star potential. I think he's got the makings to be an absolutely cracking signing. And for 20 million that will eventually raise to, I think, 40 million or 35 million, something like that, once he's played 50 games for me. But yeah, 3 players already signed up for next season. Giannis Katagas, 22 years old, can play anywhere across the back. He's more defensive reinforcement. Then we've got the 18-year-old Carnevale, who's going to be coming in as a first-choice left back, as I say. And then the 18-year-old goalkeeper, who's also a wonder kid, that is going to be coming in as our first-choice goalkeeper, potentially. I haven't quite made up my mind yet. But yeah, we've been wonder kid shopping, basically. And as a result of that, our finances read 66.6 million still left in the transfer budget. So don't worry, Monday's transfer special can still be a bit of fun, especially with selling players as well. And we still have, what, £270,000 in the wage rate, £262,000 in the wage budget. So yeah, all is looking good. Right, let's get over to the matchday centre. We're playing Toulouse, who are 8th in the league. We are 2nd. We're level on points with Nice, but with a superior goal difference. We're well clear of Marseille. We will be finishing either 2nd or 3rd this season. But yeah, let's get into the matchday centre for the game at home against Toulouse. Right, here we go then in the matchday centre. And yeah, Bartford Bruggen is out injured for 9 days to 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. Erwin Aduls, of course, is suspended. So we have Weibel in goal, Enrique left back, Sardella right back, Baracina and Vandenberg in the centre of defence, Fofana, Musa and Puxtas in the midfield, Ruiz and Cordoba out wide with Levi up top. Let's get into the game. Espinoza is only out of the team today because I'm resting him, basically. He's not fully match fit. We only had 2 days between games, and being the numpty that I am sometimes, I forgot to rest anybody. Our form has been pretty poor recently, to be honest, and Toulouse are a decent team. They're not a great team, but they are a decent team, and they're on the verge of getting European qualification if they could finish one place higher above Lille. And they're only, 5 points behind Lyon, but time is running out for them. So the game has started. We're just getting our first highlight now. Abel Ruiz just gave the ball away. There's a bit of confusion there between him and Musa. And Toulouse come forward. They're looking dangerous, and they've hit the post. We clear the danger for now. I am a bit worried about having Weibel in goal because we could potentially get quite a battering having him in goal. And there was the possibility of leaving him out and bringing Bobek in for today's game, but I just thought if we've got to stick with Weibel for Europe, we might as well just stick with him now as well. Right, here we go. Next highlight. Here's Musa with the ball on the edge of the area to Abel Ruiz. Oh, he's at the post. Abel Ruiz came close. No one's had a shot on target yet. And there you go. Toulouse has just had a shot on target in what I think was about the 33rd, 34th minute. It is raining, wet conditions, 24 degrees though. That's the problem with summer. When you get rain in summer, it's too warm to really put a jacket on. Enrique with the corner, but they catch it. Enrique, not the corner, the free kick. Enrique basically took the free kick to shut me up talking about the weather here in France. Right, here we go. Baracina's got the ball, gives it to Enrique. He don't know that I'm planning on getting rid of him next season. Hopefully someone wants him, and he's 32 years old. But the walking stick comes free. Right, Vandenberg now to Puxtas, to Cordoba. I keep playing Cordoba around this right-hand side because I want to see him put in a stunning performance or two for us. At the moment, it's not happened. I might have to play Vanderson in the Europa League game against Brighton. And Toulouse coming forward, and Toulouse have scored. I mean, I'm not worried about how we do in the league, to be quite honest. I'm not really bothered if we win, lose or draw now because we've sealed that top 4 place. However, in terms of confidence, it doesn't give us much confidence going into the second leg against Brighton if we're on a losing streak. Right, we have a penalty. Can we actually score from the penalty spot? I'll say we have a penalty. The referee's got to give it yet, but I'm assuming he is going to give it. And he does. Musa will probably be the guy that steps up to take it. He is our regular penalty taker. Yes, he does. And he just about squeezes it in the bottom corner. This is the 11th goal of the season. I'll say he's a regular penalty taker. I think he's had about 3 or 4 all season. We don't get many penalties, I have to say that much. Right, here's the next highlight. It's with Toulouse in their penalty box. Or in our... Yeah, it's their penalty box, isn't it? Yeah. No. What way are we shooting? I'm getting myself very confused here. Yeah, it's our penalty box because we were scored the penalty up the other end. never mind. I'm talking nonsense as normal. So we're just approaching the hour mark. Enrique and Barricina are struggling for fitness. The problem is I haven't really got much to bring on. I've got Espinosa, but I didn't really want to use him. But Enrique's not having the greatest of games. So I think what we'll do is bring Muniz on. Do a little swappy around as we tend to do. And I think Cordoba can come off for Vanderson. And let's see if that can spark a bit. We've only had one shot on target in the entire game. We've had 73% possession though, which goes back to what I've said many times before, that you can have all the possession in the world, but it doesn't really count for anything if you're not scoring goals. Right, he can come on for Fofana because Fofana is on a yellow card. Abel Ruiz can come off and Navarro can come on. I mean, Mr. Levi, if you want to show how much of a deadly striker you are, I wouldn't mind you scoring a goal roundabout now. That would be very, very lovely. Right, they have a goal kick. They go long. Can we win the ball back? We can. It's with Navarro now, who gets tackled. Sardella picks it up, gives it back to Navarro, comes inside, gives it to Musa. Good ball for Levi, and what a goal from Levi. Oh, don't you dare disallow it. Oh, VAR. I don't need to tell you what I think of VAR because you know it's been disallowed. I mean, that was a beautiful goal as well. Purely for how good that goal was, that should have stood. I mean, I'm claiming we've won it because that weren't offside in my opinion. I'm not going to go back and prove myself wrong. Here's Musa. Oh, I think he's one of our own players there actually. But they can now counter. They've got players up. They weren't a particularly good clearance from Munoz and they've scored. Oh, referee's got his finger in his ear. Oh, but you don't disallow goals for the opposition. It's only for us. Oh, he's disallowed it. You legend. What a ref. I mean, we have been very poor in front of goal. And a 1-1 draw at home to Toulouse is not particularly a great result, but I suppose at least we didn't get beaten. But this has got deja vu from yesterday's episode where we drew the first game and then lost the second game. So we've got Brighton in a few days' time. In terms of the league, did Nice lose? I can't see them on here. They've played 32 games though. So they must have lost recently-ish. So we're 1 point ahead of them. We do play them next, which will be in tomorrow's episode. And yeah, let's move over to the Matchday Centre for the next game against Brighton, where we somehow need to be able to come from behind to get to the final. Okay, time for the second leg away from home against Brighton in the Europa League semi-final. At the end of the day, the board wanted us to get to the quarterfinals, so getting to the semi-finals is a success anyway. And the team we're going, we've got a few players back. Espinosa's back at right back. Andre Santos is back in the anchor role. Vanderson is back on the right-hand side as well. So we've got Weibel in goal, Enrique left back, Espinosa right back, Barashina and Vandenberg in the centre, Santos, Musa and Puxtas in the midfield positions, Abel Ruiz and Vanderson out wide, and Levi up top. So we also, by the way, just as a point of interest, Julio Cesar Gutierrez, who is a 17-year-old Argentine who, again, is from Argentina, so technically he'd be non-European. But he qualifies as homegrown. So again, I go back to why is Espinosa not? So he's in the team, filling out a place on the subs bench basically. Could have brought in fact, I think we will bring in, for Kalala, we're bringing Christian Garcia as well. I was tempted to go for like a 3 at the back formation with Espinosa and Enrique bombing down the left and then having Levi and Garcia up top. But I just kind of felt the second leg of a European semi-final where we're chasing the game isn't really the place for that. So let's get into it then. We're probably going to get beaten and beaten comfortably. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how we do. You never know. There's always a hope. Nicholas Jackson up top. Buonanotte and Ciso, Hinshelwood, Estupinian, Lamptey. I mean, they've got some very decent players, haven't they, Brighton? Let's be honest. Right. We're into the game. We put the match momentum thing on there as well for something to look at, I suppose. 10 minutes in, we haven't conceded. That's good. You're playing well, lads. When there's not been a shot from anybody at the moment, on or off target. Oh, there you go. We've just had the first shot of the game. That's promising. We've had a shot. If we could actually get a goal, an early goal. Right, they have a corner. Elliott takes it, puts the ball into the box. Viable, to be fair, comes out and claims it. I mean, he was the only one there. There's nobody else near him. Is he going to do anything with it? Why are you going long when the instruction is to go short? Because you go long and you just give it away. Now, Nicholas Jackson's through, and, I mean, this isn't real life, is it? I mean, if this was real life, he would have blazed that over the bar or something. Or kicked it into whatever the nearest stadium is to Brighton's. But there you go, 1-0 to Brighton, 2-0 down on the night. Lamptey has it on the right-hand side. Elliott to Gilmore. Oh, I think it was actually a good save from the keeper, it was. Fair play to him for that. I shouldn't really take the mickey out of him, it's not good for his confidence levels. Right, they go into the centre to Enciso, back out to Elliott, back to Enciso, and that was a bit of a silly pass from them because he was offside. Right, we've not had a shot on target yet. We've only had one. Oh, there you go. Just as I say, we've not had a goal yet. No? Okay. I thought, seeing as it done that, yeah, you know. Right, Vandenberg to Baracina. It's a bit of a miserable episode, this one, really, isn't it? I'm sorry, but for Bruggen getting injured, I'm blaming him for us not winning the Europa League. If he didn't get injured, I think we could have beaten Brighton. Right, Espinosa gives it to Vanderson. To Musa. Oh, I thought Musa had got a goal then. Bear in mind, away goal rules do count, I think, in... Do they not? No, I don't think they do I think we established that last time. Right, it's going to... Half-time is now. 1-0 down on the night. I want a much better display. Again, I'm not... The fact that we lost 1-0 in the first leg and we're only losing 1-0 here, I'm not too disheartened by this result. I think it shows we're not too far off the level. And with some good signings in the summer, I think we could be a really decent team next season. The problem is, how do you ever become better than PSG? Right. Play the ball around quite nicely. Santos to Levi. Tries to give it to Vanderson. Espinosa picks it up. Espinosa's through and Espinosa scores. Brian Espinosa, our wonderful attacking right back, gets us back in the game. It's 1-1 on the night. It's 2-1 on aggregate. If we can get one more goal without conceding one, then we could be taking this to extra time. Right, Abel Ruiz is not having the game of his life. I don't think he ever does have the game of his life, to be fair. I mean, again, to be fair to him, I think he wants to be a striker, not a left inside forward. Enrique is on a yellow card. I think we bring Sardella on for him. So we're basically making changes all down the left-hand side. Navarro with the corner. Levi! Oh, my word, it's gone in. Erez Levi with the goal. Our wonderful hero forward and new signing superstar striker has put us level in the tie with 2-1 up on the night. Well, this has taken a turn, hasn't it? It's Vandenberg to Espinosa to Vandenberg. Andre Santos to Musa. Playing it around nicely. Navarro gives it to Sardella. I mean, Navarro, you should really be running ahead of him. But Sardella gets to the byline, pulls it back. Oh, I thought he was going to get a penalty then. Sardella keeps the ball in, but it's with Brighton now. They can come forward. And they are coming forward as well, which is a bit of a worry. Nicholas Jackson has the ball. We've won it back. Navarro's got it. We can counter-attack. Come on, boys. Vanderson. Show us that quality you've got. Oh, and he nearly did. We have a corner. We are putting on the pressure here. Navarro with the corner from the left-hand side. It's going to be an in-swinger to the near post. Comes out. Vanderson picks up the loose ball. Gives it to Andre Santos. Back to Sardella. And the highlight, frustratingly, comes to an end. Right. Let's have a look at what we can change. I mean, no one's actually playing badly, to be fair. I'm a bit concerned that the goalkeeper's nervous, but there's not a great deal I can do about that. What have we got in? We can bring on Fofana. I think what we'll do is we move Puxtus and bring on Fofana for Puxtus. That's probably going to be the only change I'm going to make for now. Yeah, I think that's the only change I'm going to make right now. I mean, this could be going to extra time. We could get a winner. We have certainly been the better team in this match. Time is running out, though. It looks like it's going to go to extra time unless someone can do something. And here comes Brighton. Oh, don't break our hearts now. Right, Vanson, what was he doing? Oh, Weibel pulled out a blinder of a save. It's gone out for a corner to Brighton, though. Buonanotte will take it. It's going to be an in-swinger for Brighton. We're into added time. 4 minutes of added time to be played. We're into the first 30 seconds. It's been partially cleared, but Buonanotte picks it up again. Estupinian. Oh! It's another save from the goalkeeper by the looks of it. It's another corner to Brighton. We are really under the cosh here. What can Brighton do from this corner, if they're ever going to take the corner, that is? Another in-swinger, and it's gone wide, and it's a goal kick. Oh, we breathe. We live to fight another day, and it is going to be extra time. We have done so well to come back there. Right, keep working hard. Yeah, that'll do for now. Start extra time. We are looking very, very tired. I think what I'll do is, because we have got substitutions still to make. Right, we're going to make a couple now. So we're going to bring on Cordoba for Santos. He's on a yellow card as well. And, oh, what else are we going to do? We have got Erwin Adulz that can come on from one of our centre-backs. But I don't know if I trust him after getting sent off before. Oh, I can't decide what I want to do. Right, I think Moose is going to come off for Mateus Fernandez. It does mean we've changed their entire midfield throughout this game. Now, I don't know if we do have one more substitution we can make. I don't think we do. But if we have a look at the tactics... Yeah, we have. We've got one more substitute to make. So, in theory, we could take... Not now, but towards the end of extra time, we could take Sardella off to bring Garcia on for penalties. It's always a dangerous thing to do, but let's see how we go on for now. Espinosa is on the verge of getting injured as well, which is a concern. Nothing's happening in extra time. I think Brighton have been the better team in extra time. We have a highlight now. Here's Navarro. Fernandez to Vanderson. Oh, it's pinging about in there. Oh, I thought we was going to score. Right, Weibel's got a free kick here. To Barricina. Oh, what has he done? Oh, my days. Our captain. No. What a cruel way to go out. We were about to take that to penalties. And Barricina's absolutely thrown it away. What a lemming. If we look at the numbers, we should have won that. So despite the result, trust the process will be successful if we keep that up. Yeah, fine. Everyone's happy with that. Oh, we nearly done it. We would have played Lazio in the final. Woulda, shoulda, coulda and all that. Oh, that first leg at home really cost us. Right. Okay, so tomorrow's episode will be the last two games of the season, Nice and Havre AC. Join me tomorrow for that. Really sorry we couldn't get through to the Europa League final. Would have loved to have done that. I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.